A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark chapter 1 verses 21 to 28. Passage taken from the Message version of the Bible. Then they entered Capernaum. When the Sabbath arrived, Jesus lost no time in getting to the meeting place. He spent the day there teaching. They were surprised at his teaching, so forthright, so confident, not quibbling and quoting like the religion scholars. Suddenly, while still in the meeting place, he was interrupted by a man who was deeply disturbed and yelling out, "What business do you have here with us, Jesus, Nazarene? I know what you are up to. You are the Holy One of God, and you have come to destroy us." Jesus shut him up. "Get out of him." The afflicting spirit threw the man into spasms, protesting loudly, and got out. Everyone there was incredulous, buzzing with curiosity. What's going on here? A new teaching that does what it says? He shuts up defiling demonic spirits and sends them packing. News of this traveled fast and was soon all over Galilee. The Gospel of the Lord. Reflections on the Gospel according to Mark chapter 1 verses 21 to 28. Mark's Gospel marks the inauguration of Jesus' public ministry with a scene in which he demonstrates his teachings and his power over an unclean spirit. Throughout the Gospel of Mark, amidst the healing and preaching of Jesus, there is one question that lingers. Who is this man? This continues until, at the moment of his death on the cross, another unlikely voice reveals Jesus' identity. The Roman soldier who sees Jesus die calls out, "Truly, this man was the Son of God." We can admire the teaching of Jesus. Why not? We can marvel at the miracles described in the Gospels. Once someone asked me a question. Has anyone changed his or her lifestyle because of your preaching and your life witness? In all these years of my priesthood, I have not thought about the efficacy of my preaching. If my way of proclaiming the Word of God does not affect the lives of my listeners, there is something I should pay attention to. The message is very relevant for us. It's very important for us today. We are in a world where demons reign that dehumanize, and even in the church, there are demonic forces that drive the search for power, positions of prestige, or economic advantage. Also, in the world, we face hypocrisy and lies, in the face of which human forces are powerless. Or when we look at certain structures, certain institutions that seem diabolical, that starve people, entire countries, or in the face of certain cultures, certain traditions that discriminate against women, discriminate against the weakest. These demons seem unassailable because they direct the media, have economic power. They seem invincible, and we try to overcome them with all our human resources. But we cannot do it. We need divine power. And this divine power is present in the Gospel. The human person is well made. Whatever the culture to which one belongs, we are made for the Gospel. And when one hears the Gospel, it penetrates the heart. And that man, that woman, comes to the realization that Jesus is right because this is a word that comes from God and presents us with the path to become true people. Let us reflect. Do I know any person who teaches with authority like Jesus? What is the most striking thing about his life? Is my life a prophetic sign for those who live with me, for my family, my friends? What would I have to change to be more so?